Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today's little tip are how to create a stamp image on the embossed, the brick and mortar emboss folder. I'm using the stamp set Wisteria Wishes. Yes, we do have the die cut for this, but I am doing many of them for a month for thank you for my customer that placed order. I'm not sure which one there, but I don't have time to cut all that in a die, so I wanted to have the stamp image on the brick wall. Let me share how this is done. And here I'm going to share also how I had the color on the brick. So it's no right and wrong. It's just a few little tips. Let me get started. I got a piece of cardstock here, Whisper White, that measured 3 3/4 by 5. I want my card to go this way. I could have it to go this way also. You know what? We're going to do one this way. One on one way and one on the other way. How about that? I like to start with the vine itself. And this, I'm using old olive. You're going to see on the stamp with the leaves there, you get 3 little branches going down. That's where the wisteria are going to get attached. So you want to make sure you're plenty in your card so you get place for your wisteria. So if you would come down here, see this face this way off. So you want it to make sure straight or a little bit more to the right, okay? Because nothing say that it have to be straight. So you can have it diagonal a bit, but you want it to the right if you go diagonal. Now I'm going to stamp that right here. And I should have my foam under just because it's a photopolymer and I like to have my foam better. I'm going to do the trio with, not Gorgeous Rain, Island Heather. Okay, so we're going to do the trio with Island Heather. And you're going to see in the stamps, you get like the little divot there. That was, here we go. Here we go. Now I'm going to come here and align that right here. Et voila. Now for the detail, that is just come with the one, okay? I'm using Orchid Oasis, but I want a variation in color because I think when we look at flowers or nature, we get a lot of that variation. So what I'm going to do, it's ink it once, stamp, lift it up, stamp, and I'm going to ink again and stamp not so hard. So, oh, I'm going to go one more time. Here we go. So now I get a variation in color. Now we're going to emboss that. So in another word, you want to do the stamping before the embossing. Because if you try to do the embossing first, a lot of the time when you stamp, it's going to kind of rock and you're going to have the image and not the image. I'm going to show you a card that I did that. See, this one I embossed first and I put my yellow after. So you see, I got place that the ink didn't go because it was raised up in the divot there. That is the reason why. It's got a different look. It's no right or wrong. It's just a different look. Now, when you get the image stamp, you want the image facing you or facing the line with the Stampin' Up or the logo. That's where it's going to be raised, okay? So for this one, I'm going to put my paper this way. And we're going to pass that in the embossing in the machine here. Let me bring the machine. Don't know how much you're going to see there. So I want platform number 1, and where the inch there going to go first, and then my plate, a clear plate, a number, oh, no, not the clear plate, sorry. it's a 3D embossing. It's the gray plate, number 4. Number 4 here. Et voila, now we're going to emboss this. Okay, let me remove the machine. Now, oh, I put the brick on the wrong way. Silly me. Silly, silly me. See, you don't want the brick this way. This one, the brick needed to be up and down. So, I'm going to re-emboss that, but it won't be lovely. Okay, I re-embossed that just to show you it can go both ways, you know. Oh, you know what? It still do. It's still gonna work. Perfect. So, in other words, so this one, if you want on portrait size, you're gonna put it sideways, just the reverse, because the way that the brick's gonna go, okay? You want the brick to be stacked up, not going up and down, because that's not the way a brick wall is. So it's just the reverse, the way that the brick is on this. It's kind of a little tricky, right? So now you get this way, and then this one here, I need it to go up and down, just the reverse way, so I get my brick. So this one go this way, and this one go this way, so it match with, see, the brick gets stacked. A little bit of tricky, just pay attention to your direction. But again, you want your stamp image facing the emblem of the Stampin' Up there, so it's going to be raised up on the right side. See, this one, it's kind of more texture, but I still going to use it. Absolutely, it's not, I thought it would have been way worse than that. Now, if you choose to add color, I try different way. I try with the dauber, and I thought, one should be easier than the other. And to be honest, I don't know. And if you notice, in the brick embossing folder, you get brick more raised up and some more down. So it's a very texture or a lot of detail in this. So when you're going to take your dauber, I just go ahead, and I'm using smoky slate. And I don't press harder than I have to. It's very soft, okay? Very much so soft. Now, where I stamp, I don't really go on top of it. So I just go ahead and add a little bit. Where it's raised up, that's where you're going to have more color. And that's how this folder is. It's not a smooth brick wall. I think it's very natural brick wall. Put it that way. So voila. Now, with the brush, okay, to make it the same, I won't do it on this one because it gets a lot of variation because I double emboss it. Let me grab one I already done. Like I said, I get a lot of them done just because I need a lot of them. So when you're going to do with the blending brush, you want to start on the scrap paper. And don't press so hard, very gentle, because if you press hard, you're going to cover like everything. You won't have what you're looking for to get the depth of the brick. So you want to go very soft on your blending. Et voila. So I'm going to say that this brush, it's quicker than the dauber, whatever you prefer. So now that is it. So you see, with the sponging, adding the color and not adding the color. So maybe you like to have just a clean slate, right? Meaning a clean surface. I will have the clean surface for my thank you card just because maybe I'm going to add some. I'm going to do a variation. So this one here, so this was Highland Heather and Oasis, what it's called, Oasis, I lost my, Orchid Oasis, I couldn't find the word there. So, Highland Heather and Oasis, Orchid Oasis. And then this one here was the Orchid Oasis with the Starry Sky. So whatever color you prefer. That is it. I will have all supplies and the measurement on my blog. Right below you get the direct link. And all in the US, you can shop 24/7. Thanks for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.